Lance Lyell, and I've lost 75 pounds. Well, my journey started, 4 years ago. I weighed 267 pounds at that point. Never been, really big growing up through high school, but once I got done with college and got a job behind a desk, I just slowly started to put on the pounds, 5 pounds a year over 10 years, just kind of crept up on me. And started noticing pains in my feet and my back, constant migraines. Went in for sleep apnea tests. I was having problems with staying awake during the day and that kind of thing. And one particular visit to the doctor, she was worried that I had type 2 diabetes. So she ran tests and I didn't, but she warned me that I was becoming very overweight. And I knew I was getting heavy, but I just didn't see myself as big as I was. A couple weeks later, we took a family vacation to Disney World. And while we were there, I noticed I was just having a really hard time keeping up with my daughters. Everything just really made me tired. Rather than going to the parks, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, all I wanted to do was go home to the hotel and go to sleep. So one night we went to watch fireworks and I was just exhausted and felt horrible, had pains everywhere. And told my wife that night when we got back to the hotel, when we get home, I've got to do something different for you and the girls, or else, I don't know what could happen. I don't know how long. I'm relatively healthy as far as my blood pressure and cholesterol goes, but you never know if you're going to have a heart attack or something else. When we got home, I had seen the P90X infomercial a million times, and ended up buying it and started doing it and started following the meal plan and just started losing weight. And I actually posted when I started P90X, I was really embarrassed by my day one photographs, like super embarrassed about them. And I really kind of posted for everyone to know, just to kind of hold myself accountable. And say, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to prove, really I was trying to prove if P90X worked or not, because I didn't believe that, the before and after pictures that I had seen. So I started a little blog and just kind of started posting my journey. And after the first month, I saw my day 1 and day 30 photos and I was like, holy crap, I can really see a difference. And so even though I said I was never going to show my day 1 photos, I posted them for the world to see. And I had some of my friends make fun of me, but a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I had a few people contact me and tell me that inspired them. And so I just kept going. And the day 60 photos really blew my mind, and the day 90s, I couldn't believe what I was looking at in 90 days. So I kept up with it. I started helping other people online. I didn't have a lot of people, like 2 or 3, but I wasn't helping people for money. I just wanted to share what I was doing, because when I was overweight, I didn't think losing weight was possible. I really didn't. I had tried a ton of different things. At one point I was running 20 miles a week, preparing for a half marathon, and I wasn't losing weight, and I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I just chalked it up to, I'm just going to be heavy the rest of my life. So I really empathized with people who were trying to lose weight and really felt hopeless and felt like they couldn't lose weight. So I was like, I'm going to help people. So I started helping people, and then my mother came over on Halloween, and I had a few people contact me asking me to be a Beachbody coach. And I didn't know much about Beachbody coaching, but I thought I knew a lot about it, and I didn't like what I thought I knew about it. So I kept telling all these people that were asking me to become a Beachbody coach that no, I'm not interested. And my mom was over. I said, man, these people keep bothering me about being a Beachbody coach. And my mom said, well, why don't you do it? You use the products, and they work, and you're helping people already. And So I said, well, I'll email a few people and get a little bit more information about it. So the first couple people I emailed, I really didn't like them, so I said no. And luckily, the third guy I talked to sent me a message back, and he said, you know, if you're getting into this to help people, then it's a wonderful thing. If you're getting into this because you think you're going to make millions of dollars, then you're not doing it for the right reasons, and you're probably not going to be happy with what you're doing. So I loved that, because I had a full-time job. I didn't really, I didn't expect what we've created to go anywhere. I just thought I'd help a few people. So I signed up to be a Beachbody coach, and it took me 6 months to sell my first program. I sold P90X to my mom, which doesn't even really count, I don't think. The 7th month, I sold P90X to my sister. But it didn't matter, because I had one guy that I was actually helping, and his name's Theo Ansa. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, and he ended up losing 109 pounds. So that one client, I was helping him, and he was following up with me and asking me questions, so I was really, really enjoying it. And, about 2 years into it, we discovered that, one-on-one help was great, but starting online Facebook groups really was what kept people motivated, because in the journey of weight loss, there's so many ups and downs, and usually when people have the down periods, they let that snowball into a long-term thing, and they give up. But with the online support groups, there's such a community and family experience there, and people can lean on each other when they need help. And just knowing that other people struggle too, and it's okay to struggle. You don't have to be perfect, because when everyone gets into this weight loss journey, they feel like you have to be perfect. You just feel like you do, and if you screw up, then why even do it anymore? So the online Facebook groups just really helped with the community, and TD Nation just started to grow and duplicate, and double and triple and quadruple in size. And now it's when we used to struggle, this is serious, we used to struggle to get 5 people in a group, and we'd have 5 people, and we'd run a group for just 5 people, and now we've got groups of 1,700, so it's pretty amazing. When I started P90X, I was 267 pounds, and after 1 year, I lost 75 pounds and got down to 192. I was contacted by P90X to film for an infomercial, and then I was also contacted by Men's Fitness Magazine and featured as a success story in Men's Fitness Magazine, which was really cool. So. The reason I started TD Nation was mainly because I empathized with people who were overweight, and I really felt like there were a lot of people out there just like me who don't feel weight loss is possible, and they feel like whatever they do, their body is just meant to be bigger, and they're just in a very hopeless place. And I know that I was in that place, and I know that what I did works, and I've taught so many people. We've had so many people lose over 100 pounds, and people who were in that same position who also felt very hopeless. So I feel like I have a real responsibility to just pay it forward and help other people. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Surround yourself with an amazing support system that can help you get through those lows and help you celebrate the highs. Our coaches, the coaches on TD Nation are amazing. When I started TD Nation, I told my wife that I was not going to do this for the money. We were just going to help people, and whatever happens, happens. and that I was only going to ask people to coach who I felt, number one, loved the products, number two, were positive, and number three, had it in their heart to help other people. So those have been the only types of people that I've ever personally reached out to and asked to become a coach on our team. And I think that's why TD Nation is so amazing, because every single one of the coaches wants nothing more than to help people, and they help people with the expectation of nothing in return. And that to me is amazing. There just aren't a lot of people in the world like that. My why is very simply to be around for the people I love who count on me. That's as simple as I can put it. I mean, my wife and kids are what drive me to work out every day, to eat healthy most of the time. That was my why in the beginning, and it's still part of my why, but my why has shifted, and like I said, it's still part of my why, but more than anything, my why now is being there for TD Nation. You know, I can't ever slack off on nutrition and workouts and lead all these amazing people who are trying to do the same thing. So in the beginning, my why was being there for my wife and kids. I've accomplished that. Now my why has totally shifted to pouring everything I have into our coaches and helping them, and pouring everything into TD Nation community and helping them reach their goals. Mind blown. I mean, yeah, totally. I've just, you know, there's times at the retreat where I just stand around and look, and I'm just like, can't believe this is happening. I can't believe it. I mean, the retreat wasn't even my idea. The retreat was, you know, somebody in the group, I don't even remember who it was, to be honest with you, but somebody mentioned we should have a retreat. And I thought, yeah, sure, no, you know, we'd get 5 people here. And everybody jumped on it and said, yeah, let's do it. And so we started planning it. And it's amazing to see people come from Canada and California and, you know, all over the United States to meet people that, you know, that are really like family to them, that have just supported them over the years. To meet people like Steve Foster, who's lost over 140 pounds, and, you know, not knowing him personally, but helping him online for years, and people like Brian Beam, and it's amazing to see. And then it's also amazing to see, you know, people that I went to high school with, like Larry, really have such a passion for helping people, and also have his own team of coaches and people that look up to him. And it's just an amazing thing. I just sit back and watch everybody like mingle, and I'm just like, this is the coolest thing ever. It's awesome. Yeah. Just everybody supporting each other. It's just awesome. It's like, why can't you have more of that in the world, you know?